Hey everybody, it's Rob from Flailthroughs. This is Gundam Battle Operation 2, and this is a guest video from Avocado Zala, who it is really nice to have footage from again. And this is a round he called Fires the Missiles, and he is in the GP02 MLRS. That's one I want to get eventually, because the standard GP02 is really good, but I have been just straight up demolished by some of these sometimes. It has a, multi-launch rocket system, I think that is, or something like that. But either way, it has a ton of missiles, and it can hit you from miles and miles away. So it also has hover movement, which the GP02 is capable of, but the Beam Bazooka version does not use. It's really just kind of interesting, because they did really differentiate these two, slight variations very nicely. It also does still have the Beam Saber, and it still has the Vulcans. So, and let me tell you, it can really shred a general with those Vulcans too. But this is a mix-up round. Zala is in his MLRS, and mix-up rounds are slightly different. They tend to be shorter because each team basically has a health meter, and getting each person who gets killed is depletes the health meter, and whoever depletes the enemy team's meter first wins. You'll also notice that that there are higher point values on that top bar here. In mix-up mode, they stretch the game's point scale out a little more. 100-point mobile suits are still 100 points, but 150-point mobile suits are 200 points. 200-point mobile suits are 300 points, etc., until you get up to 550, where there are 1,000 points. So, yeah, so there's, it's an interesting way to do it. So, let's see, just hovering on through, and there's quite a few good targets there, so, let's see, get some Vulcan shots in probably. Yep, there's a good person. Nope, somebody else managed to take it. Isn't that always the way? Luckily, he managed to get right out of the way of a support fire situation there, so that's good. And that's a great target right there. And a kill, 900 points worth of kill. Very good. And let's see, they're up 3,000 points here. And those are the long-range missiles he had up there for a second, but he's got 2 more short-range missiles here. It's not even so much their short range, it's just their direct, whereas the other ones fire in an arc. So, let's see. He did help with that, but unfortunately didn't do enough damage to score an assist. But off to the next target. 5 minutes left, and let's see what we got. Let's see. Somebody has taken B. His team's got an airstrike ready, and let's see. It looks like there might be nice distant target there. I noticed he aimed up slightly to get the best possible range, and good shot, 1,918 damage. It's good to see this in advance, because I know it's going to take me some doing to figure out the arc on these missiles, because I'm sure it's going to be tough. Let's see. Enemy forces are low. Yeah, it's a pretty good round they've got going here. 3,000 damage on a melee swing, on a single melee swing. Very nice. And 2,300 from the direct missiles. Good Vulcan fire. Again, Vulcans fire quickly, do a heavy damage stun. They're a really good sub-weapon. Some Vulcans, someone asked me recently, why I don't use the Vulcans more on the Hyakushiki, and honestly, they do such little damage, I forget. It's like 40, 50 damage a shot, which with type disadvantage against generals, it's even less, so yeah, it's not great Vulcan damage, so I often just forget it and try to line up a beam rifle shot instead. But I need not to do that so much, because again, you can use Vulcans while you're moving. And weapons that can be fired while moving are gold. It is one of the most useful techniques in the game. I got an assist there. And it is so rare for people to anticipate that you are, moving towards them and able to do damage. Like Vulcans and missiles that you can fire while boosting, which I don't think any of the MLRSs work that way. As much damage as they do, that would be probably kind of unbalancing if they did. Yeah, those missiles do. Yeah, the straightforward, the direct missiles have a good range too, and they seem to fire pretty quick. So, let's see, a couple of choice targets through here if Zala can line up a shot. And there's a couple. Moved in. As you can see, it still has the charging downswing of the Beam Bazooka version. So, yeah, it has that downswing, that terrifyingly powerful downswing on a support. You just think of what you could do with that. And let's see. Is he going to get that one? I think he will. Well, he is getting a ton of assists, so that is a good thing too. I have to get more assists to get my new promotion. I forget what rank it is, but I'm at level 20, and I need assists and a lot of wins before I can pull that off. And there goes a camper. Camper is a great target for this thing too. And there's somebody way back in the crowd there with low health. Is he going to get the kill shot from over here? Not quite, but he got some good damage in. He's getting knocked back and forth a little bit here, but holding out pretty well. And yeah, just pulling back just a little, getting behind his teammate so he can hopefully... Well, Beam Bazooka teammate managed to finish that. And yeah, got a couple of good kills, a ton of assists, and yeah, that was a solid round, and I really do like this mobile suit. So, yep, top assist at 1300 and a top combat score of 3250. Which the difference between individual score and combat score is your individual score is basically the gross. It is all the points you earned. Combat score is the net, so it subtracts however many deaths you've had from that total. So since Zala didn't die, that is his whole score. So not bad at all. That is going to do it for today's Gundam Battle Operation 2, and many thanks again to Avocado Zala for letting me have this one. And until next time, everybody take care and have fun. Later! We've got some more guest rounds coming up the next few days while I kind of keep getting myself recalibrated, and also toy fairs coming up, and that's kind of a big thing on my, Transformers activities. So, yeah, while that happens, might be, a few more guest videos than normal, but many thanks to everybody who sends them. And the next couple of days, we're going to have a couple of first rounds played with a specific suit from guests, and my first time covering either of them. So that'll be nice to see.